All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to our daily stream of my new book for manifesting being the supreme authority. Today, we're going to just jump right back in. If you've been following along, you'll know where we are at. If not, check out the videos before this. We're doing little bits by little bits so we can meditate together and feel it real together. So, we were listening to the book writing where we really got comfortable in being in our wish fulfilled with a partner where there's love, there's reciprocal attention, where we're feeling through any doubts or fears that are coming up and like lovingly breathing through that, but then continuing to own our power, to reclaim our power, to reclaim our full desire, our wish fulfilled, to not minimize it, to not condition it, to not base it on the 3D world. That's such a big part of all this. So we're taking the parts of us, the younger parts of us that we're taught to submit to the outer world, that we're taught to people please, that we're taught to react consistently to what the 3D world is telling them, that have conditioned our desires entirely based on what we think the outer world will give us, when the outer world is our mirror. It's reflecting, it's the world of shadows, it's dead, as Neville would say. And we're lovingly validating those parts of us and saying, okay, I'm not going to be manipulated anymore by the mirror. I'm not going to be controlled by the mirror. I'm not going to keep playing into the idea of, separate wills, oppositional forces going against me. I'm not going to continue to allow my inner child to be terrorized by some second cause when I'm the only cause now. And as we lovingly learn to sit with those parts of us and remind them of the truth and be with them and transmute that energy, then we can listen to something like this and it becomes way more natural, way more relaxed. We can really be in our body. You might notice you go right up into the head and it's hard to stay in the body. So we're going to keep going without judgment. And if it comes up, just be with it, breathe with it, and then come back again and again. So we're going to just dive right back in. Here we go. 6. Every thought, every doubt, every lingering hesitation is drowned out by the overwhelming certainty that this is exactly where you're meant to be. The doubts try to surface, but they're like wisps of smoke, easily dispersed by the solid truth of your creation. You've turned the tables, reclaimed your power, and now you're reaping the rewards. I don't have to settle, you whisper against their lips, the words filled with a power that you can feel echoing in your very bones. I know my worth, and I manifest exactly what I need. Their response is immediate, their lips capturing yours again, in a kiss that leaves no room for doubt, no space for hesitation. They're all in, just as you knew they would be, just as you intended. You can feel the momentum building, the energy between you reaching a fever pitch as your bodies move together in perfect sync. Every touch, every kiss, every whispered word is a testament to the reality you've crafted, to the life you've envisioned. The sheets beneath you are cool against your heated skin, a contrast that only heightens the sensations, making everything sharper, more vivid. They pull back for a moment, their eyes meeting yours with a look of pure, unfiltered desire. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me, they say, their voice raw with emotion. I can't imagine my life without you. You smile, feeling the warmth of their words seep into your very soul. That's because you don't have to imagine, you reply, your voice soft but firm. This is our reality. This is what we've created together. And in that moment, you know with every fiber of your being that this is just the beginning. The future stretches out before you, filled with the promise of everything you've ever desired, everything you've ever imagined, now made real. The night deepens, and as you drift off to sleep in each other's arms, the last thought that crosses your mind is one of absolute certainty. Tomorrow will bring even more of what you desire because you have already seen it, already felt it, already claimed it as your own. Your world, in every vivid detail, is your consciousness objectified, and you are living proof that what you feel you become. There is no doubt, no hesitation, only the deep, satisfying knowledge that you are exactly where you are meant to be with exactly who you are meant to be with. And that knowledge, that feeling, is the foundation upon which all your dreams are built. Inner Conversation, LLC 2025, 7. As you look back on this journey, it's almost hard to remember the days when doubts plagued your mind, when unfulfilled desires and unmet needs seemed like an inevitable part of life. Those days feel distant now, as if they belong to someone else entirely, a version of you that no longer exists. The you of today, standing in the midst of everything you've manifested, knows a different reality, one where every imagined desire has taken root, grown, and flourished into the vibrant life you now live. The mornings are no longer marked by a sense of longing or unfulfilled wishes. Instead, they begin with the warmth of your partner beside you, their arm draped over your waist, holding you close as if, even in sleep, they cannot bear to be apart from you. The sunlight filters in through the curtains, casting a soft glow over the room, and you stir awake to the sound of their steady breathing, a gentle rhythm that grounds you in the present moment. You smile as you turn to face them, the familiarity of their features bringing a surge of affection that never seems to fade. Their eyes flutter open, and the first thing they do is smile at you, a slow, lazy smile that speaks of contentment, of a night well spent in each other's arms. There's a softness in their gaze, a warmth that tells you everything you need to know without a single word being spoken. Good morning, they whisper, their voice husky with sleep. Good morning, you reply, leaning in to press a kiss to their lips, tasting the remnants of last night's passion still lingering there. The kiss is soft, unhurried, but filled with the promise of more to come, a promise that you know will be fulfilled because it always is. The days flow seamlessly into one another, each one filled with a sense of purpose, of fulfillment, of love that is constantly renewed and deepened. You move through your life with a newfound ease, a confidence born from the knowledge that you are the creator of your reality and that everything you desire is already yours. The world reflects this back to you in every interaction, every moment. Your partner is no longer distant or reserved. They are present, fully engaged, and completely in tune with you. The love between you isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a living, breathing force that grows stronger with each passing day. The passion that once flickered uncertainly has now become a roaring flame, steady and constant, lighting up every corner of your life together. You see it in the way they look at you, as if you are the center of their universe, the answer to every question they didn't even know they were asking. You feel it in the way they touch you, their hands always seeking yours, their arms always eager to pull you close. You hear it in their voice, in the way they speak your name, filled with reverence and love, as if just saying it aloud is a kind of prayer. Inner Conversation, LC 2025, 8. I still can't believe how lucky I am, they say one evening, as you both sit on the couch, the warmth of the fire crackling in the background. You're curled up against them, their arm around your shoulders, holding you tight. You turn to look at them, seeing the sincerity in their eyes. It's not luck, you reply, your voice steady and filled with the certainty that has become second nature to you. It's exactly what we created together. This is what happens when you know your worth, when you claim what's yours. They nod, a slow, thoughtful motion. You're right, they say softly. This is everything I've ever wanted and more. As the days turn into weeks and the weeks into months, you find that the joy, the passion, the deep, abiding love between you only grows. There are no longer moments of doubt, no second guessing, no fears of losing what you have, because you know deep in your bones that this is your reality. Every kiss, every touch, every shared glance is a testament to the life you've built together, to the power of your consciousness to shape your world.
So we're going to pause there for today. I want to highlight a few things that I have found so important as I've been, creating different scripts and creating different, meditation experiences that I, put myself in the experience of. And one of the biggest things I've found from manifesting is as I, live from the end And I'm in these places of like, I'll listen to this and I'm allowing my body to relax into it. And if fears come up one day, that's all right, I'll revise those. But then I do my best to stay in the end. And every day that I'm doing it, it's not to make it happen. It's to remind my conscious mind who I really am, who my person really is, what our life truly is. And that no matter what I'm experiencing out here or different states I'm in, this is our core. And as I write these out and I really look at, okay, what would this be like if it's been going on for a week, a month, 6 months, a year, 10 years? We're 50 years old doing this still. Allowing that normalcy, allowing that just consistency. It's this, but it's always better, has been huge for me. A big revision I had to do was just the assumption that with time, things decay. With time, things get worse, right? There tends to be, at least for myself, like this assumption that the other shoe will fall. So I might have this for a day, but if I don't keep efforting or trying, it's not going to stay. And so a big one for me has been like, no, this is my core. This is natural for me and my person. I'm just bringing it into form. And not only is it going to last, but it's going to get better with time. And so we have to start revising the assumptions about aging, or that in love, the romance fades, or in love, couples get resentful and they start picking at each other and they turn into enemies. It's like, well, if it's your world and you want it to be how you want it to be, in my world, there's only abundance, right? And in the world, there's only abundance. It can just be an abundance of a love that fades. It could be an abundance of, with time, things get worse. Or it could be an abundance of our love grows, our strength grows, our understanding grows, our shared experiences bring us closer. The hardships, the good times, it all adds to our ecstasy, to our bliss, to our understanding of one another. Over time, my understanding of the law gets fiercer and more just like solid. In time, the idea of loss, of things fading, don't even make sense anymore if it's all my world, right? And so when we are even listening to books like this or coming into these visualizations, coming from a place of this really is already done. I'm just doing the brazen impudence of allowing my conscious mind to take the repetition that's needed to normalize what's always been true to me. And then, a few days it starts to feel normal, and then it starts to happen out here. And we have that remembering, it's coming from me. It's only going to get better. And allowing the expectation that all that inner work or the inner receiving you've done will just keep multiplying. All right, so I'll be back tomorrow with more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And we'll keep going. All right, see you all.